Hey guys, Django Fett here. So with Starfield a couple days away, I thought I'd do a quick discussion on this video, and before you dislike it, just hear me out on what I have to say about this game, because I'm excited. I am really excited for this game. I'm definitely going to be playing this. However, there are issues with it. So before people just go crazy about this game, there are some things I need to discuss about this game, and we first have to discuss Bethesda. So we know Bethesda and we love their games. I love Fallout games. Fallout 3 is easily one of my favorite games of all time, easily top 5. It's I love it. I love it with a passion, even more than New Vegas. I like New Vegas, but I love Fallout 3 much more. So that's just me. I also love Skyrim. I love the Elder Scrolls games. I love just mainly the games that they do with Todd Howard, helming it. Lately Bethesda hasn't been great. Fallout 4 was a good game, but it was not great in the story department. And then you had the other, multiplayer Fallout game, which was just no one gave a shit about, and it just ended up being a mess altogether. But that was the game. What was it? Fallout. Fucking. I'm blanking on the name right now. You know what I'll put a name right there. That online game experience was a complete failure and was not what people wanted with the story experience, anything. And it opened people's eyes to Bethesda, just like, okay, Bethesda is a super flawed, video game developer and publisher. And that's the thing with Bethesda games too, is that their games are, very cherished and loved, but they're super buggy on launch and they're still buggy to this day. And people defended where it's like, okay, even though they're buggy, we still love them and cherish them. That's the kind of thing, that's a charm with the game. It's so weird to say that for a game and a game developer, that's the charm with Bethesda games, that they have bugs. No, that's not a good fucking thing. That's a terrible fucking excuse. So I don't buy into that at all. So that's been a thing since, like, what? Morrowind, I guess. I don't know, maybe Oblivion, where their games have just been flawed and, buggy and buggy and buggy. And it's just gotten worse and worse over time. That's the thing with Bethesda, is that they have a deeply flawed reputation where their games are super buggy. And I expect the same thing to happen with Starfield. So people thinking that Starfield is going to be a perfect game and it's not going to have any fucking flaws, you are delusional. Okay, you're completely delusional and you're completely wrong. I mean, there's no fucking way this massive open world game, much like their games like Skyrim and Fallout 3 and Fallout 4, they were flawed on release and still to this fucking day. So I expect the same thing with those massive games to happen with this massive game, that it's going to be a flawed experience and it's not going to be a perfect experience. And with AAA games out there, they're going to be flawed no matter what. They're going to be broken upon release. That's kind of going to be the reputation. Even with Baldur's Gate 3, which I love with a passion, and I still played it no matter what, in the beginning, it needed a big patch and it had a lot of bugs. And that was a problem on release. And it's gotten better since. It's got a big patch. There are still some flaws, bugs here and there, but I still think it's a great game experience, and everybody should be playing it now, for sure. Starfield, I expect some great things, open world game experience from there. And it really helped how they did the presentation a couple months ago, and it was a great presentation on the whole experience with Starfield, and it was like an hour long. It led people to be excited and hyped for this game. Super hyped. Now the thing is that people have thinking that this presentation is going to be exactly how the new experience is going to be upon release, but I think they're wearing rose tinted glasses and they're wearing Bethesda goggles or something. So I think it's wrong to think that, and it's going to be perfect upon release. And I just think it's going to be a messy experience, and it's going to take some time before it gets to that level where it becomes like, okay, this is great, this is fantastic. I do want to play it upon release just to kind of see how things go and, you know, how the game experiences, like what the, initial experience with the game. How does it play? What do you do? So I can approach it maybe months later, buy it on Steam, and then, just play it from there. Because this is what I'm going to do with this game. This is what I recommend, and this is kind of my title for this video, I think, is that you do not pre-order this game. Please do not pre-order this game. No matter how much you love that developer or publisher out there, you can't fucking trust them. No matter what. Even fucking Larian or anybody else, do not pre-order games. I know Larian, you don't have to do that because that was that was an early access, and I understand in that case. People who are behind that. So that made sense. But if you're pre-ordering a game, be very careful. Do not even bother even doing that. No matter who the developer is or publisher is at this point, just buy it fucking day one. Don't even bother pre-ordering it, because when you pre-order, you're basically saying that they can take your money and there's no repercussions whatsoever, and it's going to be, perfect experience, even though it's going to be a broken fucking piece of shit. And you're basically supporting these practices to keep happening and happening and happening. Do not pre-order this game. Just do yourself a service, because it's going to be fucking broken. I'm calling it now, and it's like my biggest reveal ever. Not really, but it's a Bethesda game. It's going to be fucking broken. If you don't expect that, you're a fucking idiot. Okay, I'm sorry, you're just an idiot at this point. This is going to happen. It's going to be broken. It's going to be messy. It's going to be very buggy. I am excited for it, but if you do want to play it on Game Pass. Don't even bother playing it or buying it on Steam or whatever, PlayStation or whatever. If you want to buy it later, a couple days later, or buy it like a month or couple months later. And then I think it will be a better experience. You should see a lot of smoothing with the game, with the bugs and stuff, hopefully. So it should be in a better experience given time. And that's the thing, given time. So I think probably in January, to be honest, it'll be in a better state. I'm calling it now. Maybe I could be wrong. But I don't think it's going to be a good state right now with it coming out. This has been a trend with video games in general, with all these big games out there. No matter what game it is, Cyberpunk 2077, even though that was a huge example, maybe I guess it's kind of similar. It was like super, super hyped, and that ended up being a colossal fail to CD Projekt Red. Even though it's better after a year, that's the problem. Upon release, it was in a horrible and buggy state, and it took a fucking year to fix that game. A year. And we were the fucking beta testers. It was so fucking messed up, and CD Projekt Red destroyed our trust right there. Okay, so that shows that you can't trust these developers. But with Starfield, be careful, man. Be very careful. Walk on eggshells. Do not trust Bethesda no matter what. And just play this on Game Pass. If you have Game Pass, you can just play it on there. There's nothing wrong with it. Don't get me wrong. I'm excited for it. I really want to play this. I will probably, do some videos on this game. Maybe a couple of them, maybe even a live stream. I'm definitely not going to live stream the first day because I know a million people are going to be doing it. I'm going to wait to do that. So I'll do announcements when I do live streams for that. And yeah, the thing is, it's going for $70, which is the price right now for all of these games, newly released AAA games. And I don't fucking support that. I mean, if it's $60, I would understand, that seems to be the correct price, but they just keep jacking up the fucking prices with these games, and it's just wrong. It's messed up. And look, digital premium edition, I'm looking on the Steam page, $100. I mean, my God, man, just don't waste your fucking money on this shit. Wait till a discount, or even buy this on fucking $60. That's the regular price. But yeah, don't just wait, man. Just wait and see. If you do want to play a game, play Baldur's Gate 3. That game is freaking awesome. It is ready upon release, but not this game. I don't think, Starfield. So we'll see. We'll see how things proceed with that game. Thank you guys so much for watching. You'll expect more Starfield videos as well. If you guys like this video, don't forget to press that like button, comment down below, subscribe to my channel, Django Fett, if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.